Hi, welcome to my leadership channel. I hope you're enjoying the episodes thus far. In this particular episode, I invoke a very important topic, a topic that's very close to the heart of many HR leaders and practitioners across the globe. The topic is around why HR leaders are not able to claim their rightful position in the boardrooms. Interesting, isn't it? To talk about this, I have with me Clifford Mohan Pai. Clifford, who's the Vice President, Business HR Leader, and Employee Engagement Head at Infosys BPM. Clifford shares his perspectives as a practitioner of this topic, of this subject rather, over the last 2.5 decades. Here's Clifford for you. Let's switch gears and talk about the fact that when we go to forums, when we go to various business meetings, I've experienced it many a times. Though I come from business, from the operations background, but I still find HR is not given the due place that we rightfully deserve. And there are some organizations where I find are quite progressive. And the organizations that I've worked for, thankfully, I've had very progressive companies to work for. But there are some organizations where business leaders still believe that, HR cannot take can't enter the boardroom, can't really influence decisions in the boardroom. Is this something that you have a view about? I'll be curious to hear your perspectives.
Sure, Amit, thanks. I think it's a good, fantastic question, and a question that's actually very, very close to my heart. So, Amit, through these 25 years and the fact that, I've been into different industries, starting right from the service industry, then to, the biotechnology, then moved to FMCG and then to pharma before getting into the ITES. I've seen this across, and, at various HR forums, everybody's talking about reinventing themselves. Everybody's talking about alignment to the business. But the question still remains, and how are we aligned to the business? So I personally believe that HR has started a journey, and there are organizations who already have graduated to that extent where HR can actually breed in that environment. Yeah.
Sure.
However, so one thing is very clear, that for an HR professional to get a seat at the table,
right,
one is very clear: understanding the business. I think understanding the business, understanding what the business expects from you as an HR professional, as the head of HR, because eventually HR can never be an institution in itself. HR cannot be a function working on itself, and then if you do so, then you are the admin function. You're just throwing the rule book, quoting policy. It doesn't make sense. And that's exactly where business gets irked. Very clearly understanding business, understanding what the business expects, understanding what your CEO expects from you, right? And of course, understanding that whatever you do within HR, whether it's a change management exercise or it's a mentoring program or any initiative, if you need the organization to invest in it, right, then you've got to talk about what are the outcomes, what are the deliverables, because if business cannot see what are the outcomes, then why would they even think about investing in it, right?
Absolutely.
Like for example, we talked about, we were talking the other day about this mentoring program that we have, right? Which over the years we started with a set of employees, specifically because we saw there was a great need to do something different from a retention context. And the moment we actually put this kind of initiative where managers at senior levels committed to spend about an hour per month for this group of 20-25 folks, and we did a kind of an exercise of group mentoring, it landed up so beneficial that at a time when it was in the range of 40 plus. Today it's kind of single digit.
The attrition has
Right?
come down.
The entire attrition.
Oh my God!
So,
Wow!
yeah.
Wow!
So the fact that HR through its unique initiatives can directly and indirectly impact business, impact the bottom and the top line. I think that makes sense to the business, and that's exactly where the business will come and say, yes, I want more, or the business will come and say, yes, you are valued in that seat at the table. So I think eventually, number one, very clear, HR should know the business.
Yes.
Should be aligned to the business.
Right.
Should be enabling and ensure that there are business challenges which are sorted out so that there are outcomes, and very clearly driving by outcomes. That's the only way for HR to earn its credibility.
Yeah.
And I think once this is done, then I think HR is on par with any business. And in fact, today, in these kind of changing times, HR has such an important role to play in bringing about change. And if HR truly partners the business, I think the value that will come about will be so much more valuable to the business and to the organization at large.
Wow. So you're talking about understanding the business as a starting point. You're talking about enablement, HR to be able to enable the processes, help the client, help the client both at the business front as well as from a end customer perspective as well. And you're also talking about so you're also talking about the fact that we cannot be just paper pushers, and we just cannot focus only on the policies front, but we have to really be able to come on the common ground, have a common ground, understand what the issues are, and then work together. It's a joint effort rather than two units working.
Yeah, and it's all about it's all about the quality of conversations that HR is having with the business, Amit, right?
Yes.
Because a lot of HR folks will kind of find reason to say, no, I think my organization is not ready for this. They are they have not yet graduated to a level. But I think as an HR professional, if you are having those conversations right with the business, and if the business is able to see that you are able to see the future of business, you are able to see how is it that you can actually directly impact and value add to the business, right? They obviously are going to be inviting you to the table.
So more than a cost center, you are talking about revenue generation. How can we help generate more revenue for you, right? And perfect.